1 week to do this event. It is Northern Overture part one. I don't know why this is part two right here. I guess it's the whatchamacallit, yeah. Northern Overture rerun events. Yeah, it's been like how many years now since this event first came around? I think it's been like almost 2 years. I'm not sure when, but I feel like it's almost been 2 years now since Northern Overture has came around. Yeah, it's been quite a while. So, is this place worth farming? Now, keep in mind, guys, we only have a week from this event. It's very short. This is going to be the rerun case for most events nowadays. Is this event worth farming? To put it simple to you guys, it's a Russian event. So here's how it works. Usually, okay, my rule of thumb is if the event is Russian or Italian, then there's going to be good stuff to farm. The reason why is because, as before, and just like any other Russian event, Chappie's gun is available. The triple 152mm main gun, B38 Chappie gun is farmable in here. It is one of the best high explosive light cruiser guns in the game. So yes, it is worth farming for. D3 is worth farming for. So if you guys don't already know, they did make it so it has oil cap this time around. But if you guys really care about maximizing your farming, I advise not doing a full fleet for clearing. Although this may look like it's pretty cheap. You're probably paying like 10 extra oil on the escort that you could save, so like 60 oil per run. If that 60 oil per run will help you farm more of the prints or whatever, I say go ahead and do like a 1-1 setup, and then do some other boss setup that will fit your needs for the stats or requirements or whatever. I would advise doing a 1-1. But if you guys really do want to abuse the escort oil cap, whatever, which it is a good idea because you get more EXP, you get more coins, it's not a bad way to look about it. But if you can squeeze like maybe like 10-20 more runs by the end of the event because you did a 1-1 setup versus a full fleet setup, then I advise doing that because the Chappie gun is pretty good. Now that being said, Seattle's gun that's in the proto shop or from PR2 or whatever is also just as comparable as the Chappie gun. So if you guys have a lot of the Seattle guns already, then you don't have to farm out Chappie guns. I advise you shouldn't farm too much of it because you already have the Seattle guns, wherever they are. Let me find them. These guns right here. So if you have a lot of these guns, then you don't need to farm any more Chappie guns. But if you guys are new players, you guys don't have enough good high explosive light cruiser guns, then farming D3 is a good idea. Now keep in mind, D3 from this event is pretty rough. It's been like almost 2 years now for this event, but it is pretty rough for farming steps for 1-1. So once again, if you guys are struggling with 1-1, just do full fleet setup. Full fleet setup with 3-3 formation. It will knock this event out the water. So it is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. But yeah, that's usually for end game players, right? This is a event worth farming. If end game player, you need some more high explosive light cruiser guns, then go ahead and farm this map. Mid game players also, if you can reach D3, go ahead and farm D3. High explosive light cruiser guns, very good. Go ahead and do that. If you're a new player, unfortunately, I don't think you're gonna get D3 in time, so just stick to B3. Chappie drops here. She's a good ship. So if you guys don't have her, or you guys want a pretty good light cruiser for its damage and whatnot, then Chappie is a good idea to pick up along the way. Now as for these other maps, there's steam catapults here. If you guys want steam catapults, it's not a bad choice to farm here. There's also these other guns right here that I'm not that big of a fan of because there's multiple ways to get them. So if you guys don't want to farm Chappie guns, you want to farm for steam catapults, you can do D2 as well. Otherwise, I say most players, because the Chappie gun is time gated, go ahead and farm D3. Is a good idea to farm. Now, as for milestone shops, though, the mandatory purchases, there is the ticket this time around. So if you guys want to save some coins, save some cubes, go ahead and pick up the ticket and pick up the UR prints as well, too. The usual stuff, the SSR cap box, stuff like that. because these things are very, very rare. Now, are they beneficial for you to get? Probably not really for the cat box or prints or whatever. But if you guys are thinking down the line in the future, then grabbing these things are a way to think about it. Otherwise, I say grab the cog chips. You're going to need that. Grab the Tashkent gun right here. That's also a pretty good idea to get too, because you can't farm these. These are very, very rare to get, and it's one of the best DD guns in the game. So grab that. Grab your cog chips. After that, if you want to grab a Chappy gun, go for it. Grab the intel report as well too, because it's a one-of-a-kind thing. And if you guys are missing some chips, grab those. But I advise farming them. I don't know if Mints drop. I want to say she does from one of the maps. I'll probably just like say it on the screen or something. But I know Chappy drops from D3 and B3. So if you guys don't have her, unfortunately, after 1 week, go ahead and buy her. And as usual, pick up the usual stuff here. And tickets if you want to save some queues for your pulls and whatnot. So the shop this time around is pretty good. It is pretty good. As for milestones, because I say the shop is pretty good this time around, it's up to you guys where you want to stop. If you guys want to do the bare minimum like I am, if you're an endgame player for whatever reason, you want to do the bare minimum, I'm going for 15,000 because that's the last amount I need for cog chips. Otherwise, 25,000 is also a good stopping point for like people that want to do like just enough, but want some UR prints as well too. Pushing anything further is not advised because these rewards are very, very bad. I'm not a big fan of these. It's also really small this time around. Like they bumped down everything by half because it is a short event by 1 week. But otherwise, the shop is pretty juicy this time around. You're gonna need like probably 40,000 points. So you have 1 week to do that. You're gonna have to do like 5,000, 6,000 points a day to get that much. And it's a pretty juicy shop. Pretty juicy shop. Cog chips, Tashkent gun, Chappy gun, the intel is okay if you want to pick that up. The usual SSR cat box and UR prints. And if you want to save some coins and cubes, then the shipbuilding support ticket is also a good choice as well. So that's the end of my video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's a quick one because we only have 1 week to do so. This event is pretty good. It's one of the best events in the game since the game even came out because it has a good shop. There's good guns in here. It's just overall a very good event for just picking up any resources that you may need, equipment, ships, all the usual stuff. It's a good place to farm. It's a good place to farm. So yes, it is worth farming for. Anyways, I should stop talking right now. I'm pretty sure you guys are farming. Good luck on the drops, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck farming out there, guys.